Hello Boyos, Rich Boy J here, back in with another video, and this is going to be the first ever Boyo vlog. I just quickly wanted to say at the top of this video that this is going to be something that moving forward will be exclusively for my channel members. So if you didn't check out the membership video to see all the other perks that you get as a channel member, this is going to be one of them. I figured I'd go ahead and drop this publicly first just to give you guys a little tease as to what you can expect from these vlogs, and if it's something that you're into, I would hope you consider being a channel member. That is such a great way to help out the channel. This is a pretty crucial period for my channel and getting the ball rolling with these memberships, just so I can keep delivering you guys the mocks you want to see, the content you want to see, etc, etc, etc. So I'm not going to talk too long. I just hope that you sit back, relax, enjoy this vlog. I think there's some pretty good stuff in it. Alright guys, so I was just sitting here working on Starkiller base, and I decided to, take a step back, maybe appreciate a little bit what I've been working on. Starkiller's looking pretty good, and for whatever reason, I decided to turn around and I spot this. What in the world has happened to Snoke? I think I know. So this past weekend, I had family over. We were celebrating my little cousin's high school graduation, which is super awesome. Shout out to you, Kayla, for that. And I had a bunch of, young ones over, and I knew that they had messed with a few things in the other room, but I had no idea that they actually came into this room where I film. And I'm like, looking at Snoke, and I'm like, what the heck happened? And I realized, oh, his Santa hat is just on the ground now, and his arm, you can see, is over there. Snoke is basically looking like the way he looked in The Last Jedi. The only thing he needs now is just for the top half of his body to be on the ground. And I'm like, how did this even happen? Like, obviously, I guess they tried to grab him, but it's just so weird to me, like, the hand got knocked off, the arm got knocked off, and the Santa hat got knocked off. So that's kind of weird. Like, it kind of caught me off guard because I honestly had no idea that they actually came into this room. And I'm really in no position to talk, right? I mean, look at how I've kept this thing. I'm honestly quite embarrassed by just all the junk that's in here now. I got old Black Series figures piled up in here, the 501st Army from that one video I made almost a year ago when that set came out. And just a bunch of other crap in here. I really do need to clean this up, which is something I might actually show off here on these vlogs. But that got me thinking, and I'm like, what else could they possibly have gotten their hands on? So right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and take a trip through every important thing in this room and just make sure that it was untouched. So I did check up here in the cafeteria. Everything appears to be as I left it. Like I said, I mean, it's not like I left these things in the best condition, but I know for a fact that I did not mess with that Snoke. We got two ATSTs over here cuddling, and that's actually totally on me. I think one of them fell a while back, and now the other one is falling, and I just haven't gotten the energy to go over there and fix these things. I know you guys might be super disappointed looking at my Lego room and just seeing the vast array of things that are just not the way they should be. Over here, we got the main display, and I think over here, more or less, things looked good, which is actually pretty surprising to me. I just knew they would have reached for maybe some of the stuff in here that's at hand and an eye level to them, or even right here, but for the reason they didn't touch that stuff, so I guess I'll consider myself lucky there. This is my prequel shelf. They didn't end up touching this one, and honestly, I don't blame them. Minifig wall is looking intact. Everything looks good here. I honestly just have this irrational fear that one day I'm going to invite someone over here and they're going to leave and both of these guys are just going to be missing. I don't know. Or maybe I don't invite someone. Maybe I just come home and they're just both gone.
What's your hurry, thief?
And I'll never be able to explain where they went. I really hope that doesn't happen. All right, let's make our way into the other room. This is where I know they for sure were. So first thing you'll notice, these pipes right here in Starkiller, not looking too hot. I just wonder how this even happened. Like, did they just try to grab each and every one of these pipes and then knock them down? This one ended up broken in some way. The cannons off of this thing, broken. Not a big deal. No, none of this is really a big deal. It's just kind of funny to look at. This one was really a surprise to me because I honestly forgot I had that Sweet Mayhem set. But now it makes sense because I remember I was hanging out and then one of them came up to me with a Sweet Mayhem minifigure and I'm just like, where did you even get this? Like, I didn't think I had one. But somehow they found a bag with all this stuff in it, and they pulled out the Sweet Mayhem ship, and I guess the Sweet Mayhem minifig really stuck out to them. Over here, this is the hanger section of Starkiller. You can see I ripped up some tiles there to post them. I'm honestly thinking about just replacing all these 1x4s with 2x2 black tiles, but I want to finish the oscillator building first because I'm going to definitely need it for that. And if I have enough left over, I'd like to redo this. When it comes to, big floors like these, I prefer the aesthetic of the 2x2 tiles just for the pattern. The 1x4 ones just don't look super natural for what's supposed to be just a solid black floor. I'm honestly shocked that this is still here. So if you're wondering why this thing is sitting here, this is actually right kind of by the stairs, which kind of gives me anxiety, but I had faith, I had belief in the force that this would not fall over. I had to move one of the shelves out of here to put in the backyard, and I think the garage. So I had to move some of the stuff off, and I have some other shelves that I need to put up in here to put these back on there. Just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, this has been sitting here ever since, and if I'd actually thought about it, I would not have left this or my cantina right here where they could easily be knocked over and destroyed, especially with family coming over. But shout out to my little cousins for not pushing either of these off of this ledge right here. Y'all are the true MVPs. I guess they definitely grabbed the do-bag because I'm pretty sure this was sitting on there, but I don't blame them for that. It's a cool do-bag. Now making our way to the other side of Starkiller base. We got parts of the trench right here. Everything here more or less looks good. I'm missing this right here. I'm just gonna give them the benefit out and assume that's something I must have knocked off because it should be somewhere around here. I don't think, if they didn't knock that off, I imagine they would have knocked a lot more of those off of there. So got a bunch of sets just chilling on Starkiller base right now. Oh my God. Okay, so actually, when I saw this, I'm like, holy crap, did they just take all the pods out of this room? I almost got a heart attack. But no, I think this one was actually me. I believe I pulled these out because I needed the 4x4 dishes that were on these, because that's actually like the one piece that's missing. So I'm pretty sure they didn't do this. I think I did it. Wait, no, hold up. No. I'm thinking about this wrong. I had 3x3 dishes on these, and the 3x3 dishes are still here. Even there's the one that's left in there. There's still a 3x. Hold on. Did they actually do this? This is what makes me feel like they might have done this, because knowing me, I would never leave this Ray figure in this kind of predicament with her head on backwards and her arm just weirdly like that. And another one with the head, but what is up with them and turning Ray's head around? That's so weird. Maybe they did. Maybe they just came in here, reached their little hands in here and just pulled every single pod out, and they were like, I want to play with Ray. I guess at least they left all the Rays here. That's good news. Oh no, Jar Jar. Oh man, looks like they got to, how did they even, hold up, I gotta check in here now. I wish I had do I have the lights connected? Yeah, here, I got them. Crap, where's I'm kind of scared now. Oh man, that's Jar Jar's little cleaning pack. I guess they got in here and they knocked that guy over in the process of trying to grab Jar Jar out of there because he was just standing back there. Oh no, look at the bathroom. Oh man, I don't even know where those pieces are. Oh no. Dude, oh no. This room also just kind of wrecked. Oh no. Yeah, honestly, guys, if I don't end up getting Starkiller done on time, I'm gonna come back to this moment and I'm gonna be like, see, guys, I had forces conspiring against me. Little cousins decided they wanted to come up here and play with the mock, and this is what happens. Yeah, this is supposed to be a complete bathroom stall, and they just, I guess, ripped every single wall out of there, and now Homer is exposed. The console's here, all knocked over. This room looks mostly okay, but they got to Jar Jar and his pack. I'm gonna have to figure out where these pieces are. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. I got some work to do, guys. I've made negative progress on Starkiller base these past few days, it seems. ATM 6 still standing strong, that's good news. But man, I did not realize they wrecked this bathroom this bad. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's not as bad as it could be, but I'm just shocked that they ripped the entire stall out of the bathroom. Oh, damn. Well, it was kind of funny. Like, I can laugh about it, but I had no idea the extent to which they got to my Lego stuff and decided to help themselves to it. I literally had no idea it was that bad, especially the bathroom. That's the one that really surprises me. But honestly, it's at the end of the day, it's really not a big deal. I feel like as a builder, I learned pretty early on, as a builder who takes stuff to conventions super often, as someone who has Lego everywhere in this house, like if family comes over, there could be little kids, and if there's little kids, like all they see is toys, right? They're not gonna know, oh, let me not touch this because this adult is gonna take this to some convention. I always tell myself that I love to build Lego. If I didn't love to build, then I wouldn't be playing with Lego. I wouldn't be designing things in Lego. And with that comes sometimes the necessity to rebuild things. And I'm totally okay with that. I think one of the experiences that really kind of made me like understand that sometimes things are just gonna break, and sometimes it might be from a little kid who just doesn't know what they're doing, was actually the first time I'm pretty sure it was the first time I went to Legoland Star Wars Days, and me and my little brother were over looking at Brick Plumber's indoor, and over to the side he had his second AT-AT just kind of propped up, just showing off some of the insides of it and how everything works together in that build. And my little brother actually accidentally knocked it over, and of course we were so embarrassed. Like, I had looked up to him for being basically the reason that I was there, and he literally could not have been any cooler about it. Like, he wasn't upset with my little brother. My little brother was obviously very upset. He didn't try to break it. He saw Lego. He was super young at that point. And Mark was just super cool about it, and I really admired that, because I think that's the way you gotta be. You can't be like the dad in the Lego movie. That's probably the perfect example. And get upset at a kid for being a kid, upset at a kid for wanting to play with Lego. So that's the life lesson today in the Boyo vlogs. If you guys are, if you have Lego and you have little siblings or cousins or family, and they want to play with your stuff, just go ahead and let them. The beauty about Lego is it's one of those toys that, it's very hard to actually break Lego. Like, you can disassemble something, but the pieces, for the most part, can usually always be reassembled. So, don't deprive your family, your siblings, your cousins of a good time with a toy that might mean a lot to them, just because you're afraid of potentially having to rebuild something. That being said, I'm very lucky that the damage here was pretty minimal. If they knocked this entire thing over, I might feel a different way, just because that's many, many hours of my life that I'm going to have to put back into putting that together. But what I did actually end up doing, because I saw, they were getting up here in the Lego, I was like, okay, let me grab you guys a case of just random sets that I had. So I grabbed them a bunch of Jurassic World sets that I had, and I put them downstairs on the table for them. And when I tell you, man, they had so much fun with it. Like, they were so loud, just playing out different scenarios with the dinosaurs, and it made me so happy, honestly, because you guys know, like, I've been working at the Lego store pretty much since I've had this channel, but seeing them now that they're at the age that they can really appreciate Lego, I'm like, let me find out all y'all's birthdays. Y'all are all getting Lego for me, because that was me, man. Like, that was me when I was younger. That was me when I was kind of watching my cousins want to build stuff. And I remember they built a police station, and they didn't want me to touch it because they were afraid I was going to build it. And I knew what that was like. I knew that, like, I wanted to go play with the Lego stuff. And I don't want to be that person who's like, no, don't touch that. Like, we can rebuild this, guys. Have a blast. Go, play. That's the point of Lego. Lego literally means play. So, I don't know. I kind of rambling now, but hopefully you guys got a kick out of it, and you can even relate to what I've gone through here with seeing certain parts of Starkiller and just random parts of my collection, seeing how kids get into it. And the fun part of that also is just seeing, like, kind of what they gravitate towards, or when they get a hold of something, like, what do they actually do with it. Like, I think you'd really be surprised if you let a kid in your Lego room, like, what might catch their eye and kind of how they might play with it. So Yeah, I think that's gonna finish it up for the vlog this week. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a bit of a sneak peek into my life. Moving forward, these are not gonna be public things that I do. These are gonna be exclusively for the channel members. So if you're not a channel member, go ahead and sign up. You can sign up for as cheap as $3. I think that's the lowest tier. So if you did like this kind of content, that's the way you can get it at least on a bi-weekly basis. That's what I'm gonna be going for when it comes to this. So yeah, I guess I'm going to sign off, guys. Doesn't really make sense to do the typical pitch, right? Like, if you're a member, do I really have to tell you like the video and subscribe and all that stuff? So if you guys can think of cool ways for me to end these videos, definitely let me know. Because the typical, like, oh, if you like what I do, subscribe and whatever, just doesn't really make sense for these kind of videos. So let me know what you guys think.